Skip it up and that up. So Battlefield Hardline is coming out next week for basically every platform under the sun: PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, PC. And honestly, I have negative interest in it. It's being developed by Visceral Games. They're the same guys behind Dead Space, which I love Dead Space 1 and 2, but I'm just not a big Battlefield guy, and this game especially, for some reason, I bought Battlefield 4, but this one, I don't know. I'm just not super excited about it. But anyway, Battlefield Hardline, developer Visceral Games, confirmed the resolution of the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the game. And the PS4 is going to output it at native 900p, and again, the Xbox 360 is going to be 720p. And of course, people are losing their minds on the internet over this, that oh my god, it's still only 720p in the Xbox One. But I'm actually going to defend the Xbox One and explain why I think the newest iteration of Battlefield is still only 720p on the console. Now, back when the Xbox One and PS4 first came out, there was substantial differences in resolutions of the game. Okay, Battlefield 4, there was a difference in resolution, 900p, PS4, 720p, Xbox One, Call of Duty Ghosts was 1080p on the PS4, 720p on the Xbox One, and there was other launch games or other early games that were multi-plat that were lower resolution on the Xbox One and a higher resolution on the PS4. But if you've noticed recently, the difference between the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the games in terms of resolution hasn't been that big, and a lot of times the developers are getting them to run at the same resolution. So when I see that Battlefield Hardline, the newest game to come out in the Battlefield series, is still running the exact same resolution on both consoles, it makes me think that this game is more of a cash grab than I already thought it is. They're probably changing absolutely nothing with the engine. They probably did zero effort to try to optimize them for both the PS4 and Xbox One, and that is why you're seeing the same low resolutions on both consoles. 900p is nothing to be brag about. It's still not 1080p, and 720p is, well, 720p. And the fact that the resolutions haven't changed mean that they basically just reskinned Battlefield 4 and made Battlefield Hardline. Because if other developers are eking out more from the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Visceral Games should be able to too, but they're not. They're just basically making a Battlefield 4 add-on. To me, I have a feeling Battlefield Hardline is going to feel like Battlefield 4 DLC. And this is more proof of it by the fact the resolutions on both consoles have not changed. And secondly, like I said before, when I actually made a video talking about how Dying Light was going to be 1080p on both the PS4 and Xbox One, running at 30 frames per second, guys, it is what it is. I know it's great fanboy fodder to talk about resolutions, and people like to argue which console is superior and which one's inferior, but the hardware's done. The 8th gen consoles, this November, are going to be, had to think for a second, 2 years old. It is what it is. They're not going to magically put a GTX 980 in either the PS4 or the Xbox One. So just enjoy the consoles and keep it moving. And like I said, like I just said in this video, I have a feeling the resolution on the Xbox One is crappy, and it's crappy on the PS4 too, because this game is a cash grab. They don't really give a shit about it. Mark my words, I'm going to be interested to see how this game scores with reviews when it comes out. We'll have to wait and see, but I have a feeling Battlefield Hardline is not going to be the epic masterpiece EA is trying to make it out to be. Alright folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.